ever chance to meet all the stars from the latest Batman blockbuster. Today, Richard asks Nicole Kidman the questions that other interviewers don't dare.
I'm not telling that.
On Tuesday, Tommy Lee Jones reveals what he does in his spare time.
I am a beef producer.
On Wednesday, Chris O'Donnell tells us what he enjoyed most about playing the Boy Wonder.
I'll tell you, the tights are comfortable.
On Thursday, Jim Carrey reveals his ambition to play more serious roles.
Let my people go. I don't know why I did that.
And on Friday, Val Kilmer, Batman himself, swoops in to tell us what it was like to be a superhero.
It was a lot of fun to go to work. Capo, Bob.
Okay, Nicole Kidman, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Now, you play which character in the film?
I play Dr. Chase Meridian, sort of the quintessential criminal psychologist who happens to walk around in, you know, stilettos, tight black dresses, and have cleavage and blonde hair.
Hot entrance. I'm Chase Meridian.
I read your work. Insightful. Naive, but insightful.
I'm flattered. Not every girl makes a superhero's night table.
Now, she's the ultimate vamp, isn't she, you would say? So how do you stay sexy in between takes, then?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, you don't really focus on that.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't slink around the set, then?
Well, I didn't. I mean, maybe other people do, but I kind of put on my robe over the top of it and sit and
switch off and
drink my tea.
Look miserable in the corner.
No.
I can't say personally that I've had this experience, but what's it like being in the clinch of a man encased in rubber? Does it feel strange to touch at all?
Yes, it's very rubbery and very smooth.
Profound, very rubbery.
I couldn't think of a better word.
Do you prefer Val Kilmer in a bat suit or in the flesh, so to speak?
Oh, I'll take Val either way.
Well, I wish I could say that my interest in you was purely professional.
Are you trying to get under my cape, Doctor?
A girl can't live by psychoses alone.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Now, you get kidnapped by Jim Carrey in the movie. Is it hard to imagine him as a bit of a threat?
Yes, it is, but when he has me cuffed in those gold handcuffs. So.
I'm coming, my sweet. Like the jacket? It keeps me safe when I'm jogging at night.
Those gold handcuffs, that's quite an interesting point. Did you take those home with you at all?
Well, no, the crew would come and offer me money, saying that they wanted to take the gold handcuffs home.
Have
you sold
them yet? Have you sold them at all? Because I'm quite interested in.
You are?
Yeah, how much they go for?
Arrange something.
Now, you were in England with Tom recently.
Well, no, we actually are living there at the moment.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you living?
I'm not telling that.
Sort of general area.
No.
North or South London?
No. I won't reveal anything.
Okay, but it's London, though.
Yes,
safe to say
London.
That. Well, that narrows it down. Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you like it over there?
I do, yeah, we have a great time. I mean, I've lived there before because that's sort of the thing that you do when you're an Australian. So you move to London and live there for 6 months, and then you backpack through Europe. So I did that when I was 17.
The British press are renowned to going to great lengths to get your picture.
They sort of follow you around at all hours trying to get photos, and you know, the paparazzi in London are pretty bad, actually.
Okay, so...
But I think they're leaving us alone now, because we've been there long enough that there's so many pictures of Tom and Nicole that you can have, and then after a while it's a bit boring.
Okay, Tom and Nicole, Days of Thunder, Far and Away. When's the next time you're going to play with your husband again?
We don't have a next time. We're not, I mean, I'm doing Portrait of a Lady with Jane Campion, and he's about to do, well, he's in the process of doing Mission Impossible. So we're, you know, sometime in the future we would love to do another movie together, but it's certainly not in the near future.
Okay, thank you very much, Nicole.
Thank you.
And good luck in the future.
Thank you. Tommy Lee, you play Two-Face in Batman Forever. Now, you've had a lot of diverse roles in the past, quite meaty and challenging. This looks like a lot of fun, though, was it?
Yes, it was a great deal of fun.
Now, you have a great rapport with Jim Carrey in the film. What was it like working with him?
It was a real pleasure.
Yeah.
A good man, and a lot of fun to be around, and most admirably, a solid actor.
This is how I found you. Let me demonstrate. This is your brain on the box. This is my brain on the box. Does anybody else feel like a fried egg?
I'll have a bit more, thank you.
Was it a drag to be in makeup every morning? Because there's a heck of a lot of it on your face.
Well, it could be a drag. I mean, I have a theory that only the boring are bored, really. So, and I don't think there's any excuse for actors to be bored.
But well, would you say then, therefore, that it's quite easy to play a larger-than-life cartoon character?
I mean, I don't really have degrees of difficulty that I, sort of impose arbitrarily on on movies. And
yeah.
This one's a 7, that one's a 6. I mean, what I want to do tomorrow, I think I'll do a 6.5 because that 7 made me tired and the 6 was too easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, they're all 1s because they're so much fun, it makes them easy.
Let's start this party with a bang!
What is your favourite scene in the film?
I like it when the car drives up the side of the building. I love that.
To get away from all the sort of hassle of filmmaking, you retreat to your ranch.
I am a beef producer. We own and operate a cattle ranch in Texas, and we have a good time doing it.
Really? So what do people on the ranch actually think of you in these movies? What's their response to you being in these films?
That ranch is 70 miles from the nearest 35mm sound projectors, and we don't go to the movies a lot. Actors can really live just about anywhere. I've elected to live at home, and
yeah, you're not interested in living in LA, for example, and going to lots of parties and all the rest of
well, I'd hate to be characterized as a person who flees the Hollywood life. There isn't. I mean, because that's not me.
So what's next for you?
I don't know. They were supposed to do a movie this fall called Men in Black.
Yeah. What's that about?
It's about a sort of intergalactic border patrol.
Is there any roles you're not interested in playing? You've done the villain.
No, I mean, I always need a job. I'm always glad to have one.
Always looking for the money.
You bet.
Thank you very much, mate.
Nice talking to you.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, mate.
You made it over on my turf now.
Yeah. You're a big fan of the Big Breakfast, aren't you?
I've got my big breakfast mug and my bowl and my plate back home.
Brilliant. Now, you play Robin in the new Batman Forever movie.
That's me.
That is you, behind you. So, what did you model Robin on?
You know, I grew up watching Robin on the TV show and on the comic books, and I had the toys growing up. So.
You had the toys?
Oh, I still have them. My
what
mom,
do you have?
She doesn't throw any of this stuff away. I've got like 3 Batmobiles, different sizes. I got a bat boat. I got all sorts of stuff.
Have you seen your doll yet?
I haven't seen it. I mean, I saw the statue. They made a mistake. They put an earring on the statue, and Robin doesn't wear an earring. Only Dick Grayson wears an earring.
I need a name. Batboy, Nightwing. I don't know. What do you think? What's a good sidekick name?
How about Dick Grayson, college students?
I just saved your life. You owe me.
You are totally out of control. You're gonna get yourself killed.
You're looking at your new partner.
The last time I talked to you, you talked about the ever-increasing size of the cod pieces.
It is a very large cod piece. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Well, one thing I have noticed,
okay,
moving swiftly on, is the nipples. Now,
yes.
Talk us through those.
Well, you know what? I never even noticed these nipples until they started being talked about in interviews. But I'm proud to have my nipples on my costume.
So you go from tights to rubber in the film. Which one's more you?
I'll tell you, the tights are comfortable,
Right.
but they're skin tight and they're kind of, you feel like you're naked. So I usually wore a bathrobe around when I was wearing those. And the suit is very hot and uncomfortable. Well, you have to have your Robin suit wrangler. I have
What's
to have
that?
my guy that dresses me. You can't put the costume on by yourself.
That's a guy that dresses. You don't have like 15 lovely ladies.
Well, now that wouldn't be a bad idea. But see, this is the kind of power. We'll have to get these in the sequels or something, you know.
What's the possibility of you appearing in another Batman?
I think very good possibility.
Yeah.
You know, if they can come up with an interesting storyline that'll make it. It's going to be, you know, tough to top this one because I really think this was the best of the 3 so far.
So it was obviously fun to make by the looks of it. Were there any funny moments off screen?
One time we were filming in the Riddler's lair, and when I'm locked up in that test tube thing, giant pod in the sky, like Spinal Tap, and they tied my hands, gagged me, and put me in this thing, and pulled me up to the top. You can barely breathe in this thing, and all of a sudden he has the first director go, "That's lunch, 1 hour," you know, and everyone cleared the set. And I'm just kind of standing there like, okay, I know this is a joke. You guys are funny. Come back. But of course, they like made me suffer for a little while and sweat it out.
One final question, Chris. You share this big mansion with Alfred and Bruce Wayne. Is Robin ever actually going to move out and get his own place?
He's got to get a place. He's got to get a place. He's got to get himself a lady. I guess there is stuff. There is, you know, potential for the next story.
Yeah, well, another girlfriend, perhaps. 'Cause you missed out, didn't you?
You forgot the part where you kissed the girl.
Well, I got a little pack, a little smooch there, and that was about it.
I always like to get a little peck. Thank you very much, Chris, and good
Thank
luck
you.
in the future.
Take care.
Cheers, mate.
On the big breakfast.
Okay, Jim Carrey?
Yes. Hello.
You play the Riddler, do you not?
Yes, I do.
What is your spin on the Riddler?
My spin, my spin is basically that he's a sycophant. He is, you know, Edward Nygma is the guy who has completely lost himself.
My invention beams any TV signal directly into the human brain. This is my brain on the box. Does anybody else feel like a fried egg?
Now, as a villain, it's very important to get your manic laugh. How does yours go?
How does my laugh go? I have a few different ones, actually. He just goes out, whatever suits him in the moment. There's...
Was that over the top?
What's your personal favourite one?
My personal favorite one?
Yeah.
Is this.
You do a great English accent in the movies. Perhaps you'd like to share that with our English viewers.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly.
No, go on, please.
I'd be too embarrassed.
Batman? Batman, you say? Coming for you?
There will be such a cry of freedom throughout the land that you will surely let my people go.
I don't know why I did that.
Okay, Jim, so Batman and Robin wear this full sort of rubber armour. Do you feel slightly shortchanged in the skimpy leotard?
Some people need rubber armor, you know what I mean? Some people are all right with just what they got.
Were you worried about the bulges at all?
Well, yeah, I was more worried about the lack of bulges, actually.
Did you wish you could wear a codpiece like you?
No, I just massaged myself vigorously before I went out.
Who's got the biggest trailer out of all the co-stars, would you say?
We all had the same size trailer. They were all huge, gigantic. It was just egos, like rams smashing into each other constantly every day.
So did you ever pop round to other people's trailers and play cards and hang out?
Well, me and Val, you know, used to do cappuccino together.
You and the. So in a real fight, because you and Batman joust all the time, so in a real fight, who would win out of you and Val?
Me and Val? I'd win.
Why?
Because I'd pick something up and hit him with something heavy.
What's the most ridiculous story you've read about yourself in the press?
Oh, well, I mean, it's constant, but I had my gallstone. I had a gallstone removed when I was doing Dumb and Dumber, and it was hilarious to read the story about it, how I had fainted in the middle of a take and that I was screaming, you know, and how do you faint and scream at the same time? You gotta be pretty connected.
So what's next then for you? Batman 4? Batman Forever and Ever?
Batman Infinitum.
Would you ever like to play a serious role at all?
Yeah.
What in particular? Any thoughts?
I would like to play Julius Caesar, because I just want to like a really slow dying scene when they stab me. Oh, ooh, ow, ee.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much
Thank you.
for talking to me, and
Thank
good
you.
luck in the future, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Well, let's just say I could write a hell of a paper on a grown man who dresses like a flying rodent.
Bats aren't rodents, Dr. Meridian.
You don't often find yourself in the 40 pounds of shrinking rubber, you know, so it's nothing that you really have any kind of muscle memory about. I've done a lot of diving in my life, and you know, it's about the closest to it, except that most of the experience of diving, you're underwater and seeing something entertaining, but carrying it around on dry land is strange.
Who's your tailor?
It was a lot of fun to go to work. The whole cast each has a unique and different sense of humor. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm sure it's the same.
Your entrance was good, his was better.
Now, you've got a very good relationship with Chris O'Donnell.
He smashed the Batmobile one night.
How did that happen?
Told him not, just like Dad with the kid with the car. I said, don't drive the Batmobile. And he took it for a little spin and crunched the fender. We won't tell anyone that. That's just between you and me.
Okay.
He'll deny it, too.
And what about Jim Carrey? He's a very boring chap, isn't he? I would imagine that he didn't get to any sort of off-screen pranks at all.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Absolutely boring.
The Riddler.
He is one of the most professional people I've ever worked with. He rehearses for hours in front of a mirror, his facial expressions. He learned all the tricks with the cane that he does in the movie. There's no stuntman doing his stuff in the movie. He's doing it.
Liar!
Liar! Would you make a movie with this man?
You should see, truth. You should hear the things that Jim's been saying about you. I just interviewed him a few minutes
He's a
ago.
liar. He's a liar. Everything he said, it's not true.
You've
It's
got
not true.
makeup on your thing here.
I know.
This isn't gonna happen.
I know.
This is wrong.
I know, especially since it's from men.
Yes.
Do you want to come and
Yeah,
sit
you
with
and
us?
Michael Jackson.
I'm sure his audience would much rather see you than me.
No, I have
Hi,
to go. I'm very
Lauren.
busy.
No, we've seen Jim. We're sick to death of him.
I'm in the Riddler room. See, I just wanted to interrupt everything.
It was great to see you. Hi, Lauren. Come here, kiss me quick. Lauren Holly.
Lauren Holly. She's my
You got to be a
girl.
blonde. This is Jim's girl. Jim Carrey not only gets to play the Riddler and hang with fabulous people like me, he goes out with Lauren Holly. Don't you hate him?
Oh, completely.
I am truly evil.
Okay, we'll see you later.
See ya.
You
See
gonna see
ya.
the movie tonight? I can't wait. Okay, great. What if you're not speaking to me afterwards? Okay. A cute, fun couple for mass murderers